Good evening. It's 6:30 p.m. I'd like to call to order the Lancaster Select Board meeting for Monday, October 7th. It is 6:30. Reminder, this is being recorded and broadcast thanks to our friends at Sterling-Lancaster Community Television. Would like to do a roll call. Mr. Gifford?
Here.
Mr. Allison? Here. Mr. Kerrigan? Here. Okay. We have just a few items that we have to dispose of prior to our special town meeting at 7 p.m., so I have all the confidence we'll be able to get through it. First is, of course, we have an application for renewal for the special permit for removal of earth products. Mountain Laurel Realty, doing business as Stone, Sand, and Gravel Company, a division of W.D. Chisholm Corporation. The current permit expiration date is November 19th, 2024. So the discussion is, typically it's a renewal, so we typically, for renewals, we already waived the hearing, right? Yep. So this is just a renewal up or down vote. Or, of course, discussion. Gentlemen. So we have already waived the hearing for this as it is a renewal. The question is, is there a motion to approve the special permit for removal of earth products?
So moved.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Mr. Gifford? Aye. Mr. Allison?
Aye.
Mr. Kerrigan? Aye. All right. Next, we have to approve the warrant for the for the state election and federal election to be held on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024, from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Old Town Hall, 695 Main Street, Lancaster, Massachusetts.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Mr. Gifford? Aye. Mr. Allison?
Aye.
Mr. Kerrigan? Aye. Next, we have preparation for the annual town meeting fiscal year 2025 and review warrant articles as necessary. So typically 26, even though it says 25 here. Typically we have a session sometime in January where we hear from different department heads in 20-minute, half-hour increments. We get a chance to go through questions with them about budget and whatnot as we prepare for the fiscal year. So the question is whether this board is prepared to pick a day or dates now. If not, I would suggest we submit to Kate dates in late January that we are available. Any discussion or thoughts, comments, concerns, questions, poems?
I anticipate being available at our normal January dates.
So typically this is an entire meeting dedicated just to this topic,
okay.
Not our normal.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, sorry, I should have clarified that, yeah. So it's dedicated to operating budget and then all of the items that we think we anticipate might be on the warrant. Obviously it's not exhaustive because things happen. We've done them previously on Saturdays, but what we can do is either do there's 6 department heads. So we could do one evening if we started at 5:30 or so and be done probably by 8:30 or 9. We would just have to pick what evening because we don't want to conflict if it's a Monday with the planning board. So again, we don't have to pick it now, but our meetings in January are the 6th and the 20th, which I'm going to ask a forbearance to move that. And the 13th, so the 20th is Martin Luther King Day anyway, so we won't be meeting that day. So are there any go, no-go dates for you all?
Saturdays would be off for me, which
Right.
I appreciate you have already recognized. So.
Yes. Why don't we look at Wednesdays, and if there are Wednesdays that are terrible for folks, like the 29th I know would be currently fine for me. Would a Wednesday, the 29th, would that be too late? No? How is everybody's the 29th? All right, let's
Yeah, just after 6.
After 6 p.m.
6 or later.
6 or later, okay. Let's do 6 p.m. on the 29th. Tentatively, let's book it, and then, of course, if life gets in the way, we will adjust. Okay. Do you need anything more from us, Kate? Okay.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
yes. Only to say that I received confirmation from the chair of the Finance Committee that they will be available on your meeting on the 21st.
Yes.
So perhaps the first item agenda could be to finalize the capital.
Yes, I thought I would bring that up when we got to when our next meeting was, but yes, let's do that right now. Our next meeting is on Monday, October 21st. 6 PM, let's make the first item, other than roll call, inviting the Finance Committee to meet with us just to finalize the capital plan. Yes?
And for Ralph's purposes, to finalize the capital plan doesn't mean that it's set in stone.
Right.
But it does help us set up what we're gonna do for operating, because sometimes things that happen in the capital have an
An impact.
operational budget need, so.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. Great. The only other item for this special meeting, or this meeting rather, is that town offices will be closed on Monday, October 14th in observance of Indigenous Peoples' Day / Columbus Day. Okay. There's no new business, so I'll suggest an adjournment until the special town meeting, or, yeah, adjournment.
I move to adjourn this select board meeting.
Second?
All those in favor, Mr. Gifford?
Aye.
Mr. Allison?
Aye.
Mr. Kerrigan? Aye. We are adjourned. See you all at 7.